Now we head to Louisville, Kentucky, where it's day 2 of trial for Brett Hankison, the only officer to be criminally charged in connection with the deadly police raid that killed Breonna Taylor. A 26-year-old Breonna was killed when officers from the Louisville Metro Police Department executed a no-knock search warrant and fired a hail of bullets into her apartment in the early morning of March 13, 2020. None of the officers were charged directly with killing Breonna except for Hankison, who's being tried for shooting into a neighbor's home. Joining me from Louisville is Breonna Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer, Breonna's sister, Yodit Palmer, and the family's civil attorney, Lonita Baker. I appreciate all of you for coming on tonight. Welcome. Tamika, I want to start with you. Listen, with the 2-year anniversary of your daughter's death coming up, and now this trial involving the officer who played a part in that raid of Breonna's apartment, that can't make things any easier for you and your family. I just want to ask, how are all of you all holding up?
We're just maintaining pretty much.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Janiyah? I know you and your sister were close. I mean, how has it been for you, especially given the fact that we're coming up on 2 years?
Some days are worse than others, but as Mom said, we maintain.
Mm-hmm. Tamika, I know you plan to be in court throughout this trial for Brett Hankison. Let me ask, were you in court yesterday for the opening statements made by the prosecution?
No, I had to watch it yesterday. I had some other obligations going on, so I wasn't able to be there.
Well, I wanted to ask you what your thoughts were on the prosecutor invoking Breonna's name. I mean, she wanted to make sure she let the jury know that this wasn't about Breonna's death, but she did also make it a point to say that Breonna should not have died that night either. So I wanted to get your thoughts on her invoking your daughter's name into this trial.
I mean, the whole trial to me is disrespectful in itself. So it's to say it's not about Breonna. It has everything to do with Breonna.
And is that why you want to be there as much as you can throughout the duration of this trial? Is just to make sure that people understand that you and your family have been impacted and have yet to see accountability in this case?
Absolutely. And then and also to, that family didn't deserve what happened to them that night as well. So although it's not about Breonna, I still obligated to support that family as well, because they were awakened that night as well, and by this hell of bullets, by this thing that should have never happened. But
Lonita, listen, we spoke a few weeks ago, and you talked about putting pressure on the Department of Justice to pursue a federal civil rights violations case. Is that still a viable option? Because listen, we're hearing testimony already that's sort of in contradiction to what police had asserted happened that night, right? For example, the neighbor that testified today talked about not hearing the officers announcing themselves, whereas the jury listened to a recorded interview with Hankison saying that they did.
Yeah. The Department of Justice investigation and bringing of federal civil rights violations is definitely still an option. While this is not the first time that Ernst Sarpy has testified or stated that the officers did not announce themselves. That was the very same statement that he did give the night of, or the day that Breonna was murdered. It was only weeks or actually months later when they got that recording where he said that they said, "This is the cops," but his first statement and his statement today was the same as the neighbor Cody's statement, in that the police didn't announce themselves until after they had already fired over 32 rounds into Breonna's home. The testimony throughout the trial now has been so inconsistent with what the officers testified to before. That we already know that Joshua James lied to get the search warrant. And that's one of the things that's bugged me throughout this trial. is that I've seen the prosecutor doing so much. I feel like that she's done so much to try to justify this search warrant when we know the search warrant was bogus. It was there. It contained lies. Lies were presented to a judge under oath. And I feel like they're doing more to justify this search warrant and try to bring credit to this search warrant than actually putting on evidence that and how egregious Brett Hankison's actions were.
Well, how do you feel about that also being sort of cut out of this trial as well? I believe it might have been from both sides in their opening statements that said that this isn't a trial about the merits of this search warrant, that this isn't about how all of the night and how it unfolded. Should that be a part of this trial, given the fact that the reason why they even went into Breonna's apartment was because of allegedly, incorrect information that led to these search warrants being granted?
Well, and it's where I think that the prosecutor has contradicted herself. On one end, she's saying, this isn't about the search warrant. But then on the other end, her line of question is, oh, did you see Jamarcus Glover at this address? Did you see him? Did you see, is this a picture of him coming out with the box? And then, but the thing about it is, and Janiyah, and I talked about this because Janiyah was in the courtroom yesterday, is the things that they're saying now were so inconsistent. They say, oh, we knew she drove a Dodge Charger. Well, why was the Dodge Charger not listed? And if the search warrant isn't important, why do you keep trying to justify the facts that occurred in January? Because that's one thing she's asking about these. And when did you look at, when was this? She didn't even ask, when was the picture taken? Is this Jamarcus leaving Breonna's house? And still not paying attention to, that was 2 months prior to when the search warrant was secured. So she says it's not about how it is, but that's been their line of questioning.
Listen, I want to get into that a little bit more. I got to go to break, but think about this. Could this trial, I know it's not directly in connection to Breonna's death, but could this be a blessing in disguise? Because now, like you said, some of this evidence is coming out and someone's got to be watching, right? So this could possibly lead to charges, by the federal department. So we'll get to that when we come back. More Making the Case. Welcome back to Making the Case. We're checking in with Breonna Taylor's family as we approach the 2-year mark since Breonna was killed in a police no-knock raid. Before the break, Lonita, I was asking you about this trial for Brett Hankison. Although it is for the endangerment he placed Breonna's neighbors in that night in March of 2020, the evidence that's coming out, the contradiction of what officers in taped interviews said versus what witnesses are saying. I know these are things that were said within a closed space when it came to the grand jury process with Daniel Cameron. We couldn't see any of that, but we can see this trial, right? It is open to the public, and we're hearing these witnesses say things that just don't add up to what police said. So could this help in the cause, in the fight to try to get federal civil rights charges charged against these officers that were involved?
I absolutely think that it can help. I think that, and it is my hope that the Department of Justice Division for Civil Rights does bring indictments against these officers. We've set not through just this trial for Brett Hankison, but Tamika and Janiyah have had to set through 2 officers trying to get their jobs back and listening to them. And they all just have a sense of, what we did was okay. And Breonna deserves justice. His family deserves justice.
Tamika, I know that both you and Janiyah were escorted out of the courtroom because you were wearing T-shirts, jackets with Breonna's name and picture. What messages you want to send? I mean, clearly it speaks for itself when you're wearing attire with your daughter's name on it. But what did you want to accomplish by doing that, and how did it make you feel when you were asked to leave?
Well, first of all, I thought it was disrespectful. The jacket, it's a jacket, so clearly I'm not going to sit there for hours with this coat on. But the fact was that I wasn't courtroom for 2 seconds before this sheriff came at me. And again, like I said, for me, that to where Brianna has become a part of my everyday life. It's to make sure that people continue to know what happened to her was wrong, and that until she gets justice, we have to remind people every day of who she was. And so that's what
Mm-hmm.
it was about for me. And if you continue to say that this trial has nothing to do with Brianna, I don't understand why this jacket would have been a problem.
Mm. Lonita, we saw something similar to that, right? I mean, with Ahmaud Arbery's trial, I believe there were concerns raised by, Lee Merritt wearing a mask that said George Floyd, in the event that this could possibly influence the jury one way or another. But like Tamika's said, I mean, to her point, the prosecution did invoke Breonna's name. You can't possibly not think of Breonna when you're going through the facts of what happened that night. So the court asking Tamika and family members to leave the courtroom based on attire that they're wearing. I mean, do you agree? We're lawyers, right? We understand and can compartmentalize what the issues could be, but how do you feel about the court's actions taken with regards to what they were wearing?
Yeah, I think definitely. Janiyah, when she was asked yesterday, she left and changed. She changed tops and came back. At the end of the day, they're both going to be there to let them know you're not just going to not get to think about Breonna. Like, they're going to make Brett Hankison, his attorneys, know that they're in that courtroom and they're going to be there. I think that today it was a different because, as Tamika said, no sooner had she walked in the courtroom, she planned to take her coat off. It was a heavier coat. She would have been sweating and probably passed out if she kept it on. She had planned to take the jacket off, but they didn't even give her an opportunity to take it off. And I think the thing that bothers them the most is they're asking for some type of explanation, and they're not really. They're just like, you can't wear it. Not saying, And I think that in knowing them, that if the judge explained to them why, they would like for them not to have it in the courtroom. I know both of these women, they would follow the court's order, because at the end of the day, they want to be there in Breonna's place, to make sure that Brett knows that they're there.
Janiyah, Tamika, I've got a minute left, but listen, I wanted to get just, what you guys missed the most about Breonna, because listen, her name and her story are still very much, at the forefront of conversations. I know it is here on Making the Case on BNC, as many times as we can say her name. So I just want to just ask you all, Janiyah, with you first, what do you want people to remember most about your sister, and what do you miss most about her?
I miss most her smile, but I want people to remember always that she was the most sweetest person that you could possibly ever meet.
Tamika, what about you?
Her spirit and definitely her smile. Just that she had a giving heart, and that's just who she was in her everyday nature.
Tamika and Janiyah Palmer, Lonita Baker, civil attorney for the family. I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you so much for sharing. I hope to see you back.